Hey, how's everyone doing today? I just wanted to quickly make a video to explain how to use my stencils for anyone who's unsure. So we're just going to import an example stencil. We'll do one just like this. And all of my stencils, or at least most of them, are designed to either be 150 by 150 millimeters or 160 by 160 millimeters. For the most part, the size doesn't matter because you can scale it in X and Y to fit your needs. I just do 160 millimeters or so because I found that that's what works on my Ender 3 V2. So the first thing we're going to do is jump into preview because we need to decide how many layers we want our stencil to be. So I print in essentially just the thickest layer that my printer can, and that's so that I can minimize the number of layers I need and in turn minimize render time. So by default, I do not use 1 millimeter. By default, I actually use just 2 layers. So that's only going to be 33% that height. This will create a semi-flexible stencil. Sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you want some added rigidity. For example, this little line here below the eye is going to be really flimsy at only 2 layers, and is likely to kind of flip up and get paint underneath it when you go to make the stencil. So because of that, more detailed stencils, you want to start adding in your lines or your layers until it hits something that is workable for you, depending on your surface. If you're doing a curved surface, obviously you need something flexible. 1 layer, obviously won't work because it's unlikely that your printer is going to bind all of these lines together. So 2 layers is sort of the minimum as you go and do the other direction and seal all those lines together. So again, you're using ununiform scale. You're using the Z scale in order to set your number of lines, looking at it in the preview mode in Cura. And you can use the X and Y to set your size. So if 150 by 150 millimeters is not big enough for you, or too big, you can adjust it accordingly to fit your printer. That's about it. If you have any questions, you can always shoot me a message on Cults3D. Thanks.